2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
What I continue to hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch and they say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed. And then we got to see it unfold in real time.
Tua now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 44 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defense,
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Mecole Hardman. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Dolphins,
throwing now is Rodgers. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
From midfield, here's Tua. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about it. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that, Kessler. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
In motion, Hill. First down, they go back to A-Chain. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Again, it's A-Chain. And the defense closes quickly there. And he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3rd and 12. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Dolphins 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down, Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles. But that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters. But in this game...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line.
Come on, one, hard. Hard. Come on, 2. 8. Solo left Zion. Watson, Oscar. Hey, 21G. Solo left Zion.
After the turnover, it's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Wilson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least in the field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
Well, you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Tua, a final shot before half. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
All right.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Tua. He dumps it off to A-Chain. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for the offense.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got to hook up to Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A run there with Cook not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. 2nd down coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Achane on 1st and 10. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
32 Stinger. Hey, 21 TA.
Tua sets up to pass it. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. A give left side. Here's H.A. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A-chain here. They stay on the ground. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now this likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Solo left Zion. Hey. All right, fellas, listen up.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Hey, 626.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And here comes Berrios. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Tua going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Rodgers now on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action. Here's Tua. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
On 2nd down, Tua.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Hey, 21G. 21G. Solo left Zion. Whoa.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And now here is another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed.
Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Now Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they?
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Achane gets it from the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That was Carl Lawson in pursuit that time, and he gets the stop.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And my goodness, another interception. Sauce Gardner puts it on. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Jets, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.